Welcome back, children. Venugopal sir here with the remaining part of the lesson, the storied house 2. The previous class stopped at that paragraph in page number 144. Scorched in the flames, Bayaji ran round like a trapped creature, howling all the time, my house, my house. Let us continue from the next paragraph onwards. And then the upper story itself came down. First the staircase collapsed. Now the upper story itself came down. Came down means collapsed. With a crash. The upper floor, because it was just a wooden frame, it collapsed with a crash, and along with it Bayaji, with a resounding thud. The roof collapsed automatically. The Bayaji who was standing there, that also fell down there with a resounding thud, with a thud sound. Bayaji fell from the first floor. People pulled him out. The people who had gathered there pulled him out of the flames. Bayaji was burnt all over. He has suffered third-degree burns. He was still wailing, crying out in pain. Wailing means cry out in pain. He was still wailing, as if he was in a dream. My house, my house. Bayaji's children encircled him and cried their hearts out. Bayaji's children surrounded him and started crying their hearts out. What do you mean by cry one's heart out? They started crying inconsolably. Heartbreakingly, they started crying. They cried their hearts out. The guests were busy putting out the fire. What is the use of putting out the fire now? All Bayaji's hopes had been reduced to ashes. All Bayaji's hopes had been reduced to ashes now. What was that hope? That new house. Now, new house had become ashes now. Only ash was there, nothing was there. What was the use of putting out the fire now? Putting out means to douse, already I told you. What is the use of, what was the use of putting out the flames now? The house itself burnt to ashes. Bayaji was badly burnt and he was in great agony, pain, suffering. He was so badly burnt, Bayaji, that he was in a severe pain, agony. He asked for water all the time. Generally, people who suffered a fire accident should not be given water, but this man was constantly asking for water. As his eyes began to roll in his head, he understood that he was going to die, because his eyes started rolling in his head. When his eyes began to roll in his head, his eldest son moved closer. The godly man gulped down the sorrow that was surging in his throat. He was unable to control. He was gulping down, swallowing down the sorrow that was surging in his throat. He was unable to speak out. Dukhanto gontu poodukupotundi. But he gulped down, he swallowed the sorrow that was surging in his throat and asked, Nana, what's your last wish? He understood that his father was going to die. He came closer to, as the eldest son, he came closer to Bayaji and asked, Nana, what's your last wish? Tell us. Sons, I want you to build a storied house. I have no other wish. My dear sons, I want you, my last wish is you should build a storied house. I have no other wish. With these words, his head collapsed like the storied house. His head collapsed means he died. With these words, his head collapsed like the storied house. Bayaji was quiet and the fire too had come down. Bayaji was quiet means what? Bayaji became quiet means he died. And of course, along with the flames also, which had completely burnt the house, had calmed down now, had come down, had got subdued, suppressed. Along with Bayaji's head, the flames also started falling down, coming down. Bayaji's mother wept bitterly. And you can imagine the agony or pain that was being suffered by Bayaji's mother at that time. Any mother, once she lost her son, you can imagine her agony. Your father passed away without giving me a burial. My dear son, your father also passed away without giving me a burial, means your father passed away before me. At least your hands should have pushed the dust over my dead body. At least I thought that your hands would push the dust on my dead body. But here, I am alive, you are dead, my son. Bayaji, speak to me. She was mad with grief. She became almost mad with grief, sorrow, uncontrollable sorrow. See what a punishment that Bayaji had got for something, for no crime that he had committed. He had just built a beautiful house, not a storied house, because he was warned by the village headman and other thugs. And those rascals set the house on fire. When Bayaji's mother was weeping bitterly. Your father passed away without giving me a burial. She was telling her son, my dear son, your father died before giving me a burial. At least your hands should have pushed the dust over my dead body. That also did not happen. Bayaji, speak to me. She was mad with grief. Bayaji's wife was sobbing her heart out. And of course, when it came to Bayaji's wife, she was uncontrollable, inconsolable. She was sobbing her heart out. Nobody was able to control her, console her, comfort her. Crying repeatedly. What was she crying? Who has done this evil to us? Let the house burn to cinders. Save my husband first. What was the question of saving there? Already her husband had died, but she could not believe that. She was sobbing her heart out, crying her heart out. And she was crying out repeatedly, shouting, wow, who has done this evil to us? Who has done this crime, this sin to us, this evil to us, this bad to us? Let the house burn to cinders. Okay, let the house burn to ashes completely. But save my husband first. The entire family was shattered by the calamity, disaster. The entire family was shattered, was so shocked with grief that they could not even speak out anything. By this calamity. What is the calamity referred to there? Bayaji's death. The spirits of all the men were dampened like a cooking fire on which water has been poured. The spirits of all the men. Spirits means what? The men who had gathered there, the people who had gathered there, their spirits means all their happiness or joys, all were dampened. Dampened means dulled. D-U-L-L-E-D. Made sad, or their spirits were dampened like a cooking fire on which water has been poured. What happens if you pour water on a cooking fire? The fire will be blown out and you cannot cook the food, the rice that is kept there on that. So like the water that is thrown on a cooking fire, on a raging fire, the spirits of the men were also dampened by this news, by this sudden disaster. In the morning, the village officers and witnesses visited the place to record the facts of the accident. Next morning, the village officers and witnesses visited the place to record the facts of the accident, what happened there, how it happened, everything. To record that, the officers came. Bayaji's death was the result of an accident due to a Petromax flare-up, was their conclusion. What was the conclusion of the village officers about Bayaji's death? That Bayaji died because of the fire that was caused due to the Petromax flare-up. A sudden burning of bursting of Petromax lamp, the fire started suddenly. That was the reason why the house caught fire and Bayaji had died. That was their conclusion. The concluding report was written like that. Of course, it was natural because nobody could go against the wishes of the village headman, and nobody could complain or nobody could give a witness against the village headman and his thugs. Because everybody fears their lives. The house was burning before the housewarming ceremony was over. Even before the housewarming ceremony was over, the house was burning. And Bayaji was in ashes in the cemetery. He was almost burnt, he was in ashes now. Only his inner frame, the skeleton, the bones only were there, kept there on a funeral pyre. In the cemetery means graveyard. And Bayaji, who was the host of this housewarming ceremony, was in ashes in the cemetery instead of enjoying the comforts of a retired life. Actually, he should be enjoying the comforts of a retired life now, but he was lying there in the cemetery, waiting for to be completely burnt now, forever. After the funeral, means the last rites performed on a dead person, people returned hanging their heads. So, the funeral was performed on Bayaji's body, and the men who went there to the graveyard came back with their heads down like this, in sorrow, with their heads hanging down. All of them were pained at heart to think that having come to celebrate the housewarming, they had the misfortune to attend the funeral of the host. So all of them were pained. For what? They were pained at heart. They were feeling so painful at heart. They were so heartbroken that having come to celebrate the housewarming, actually they had come for what purpose there? To celebrate the housewarming along with Bayaji and his family. But they had the misfortune. They had the misfortune, opposite of fortune is misfortune, to attend the funeral of the host. What a bad thing it is. To attend the funeral of the host, they had to attend the funeral of the host instead of enjoying the housewarming ceremony along with the host and his family. So they were pained at heart. They were deeply heartbroken. But what to do? That was the fate of Bayaji. All were sitting in a sullen mood. In the panel, when Bayaji's eldest son came out with 3 or 4 baskets, a spade, a pickaxe and a hoe. They were sitting in a sullen mood. All the family members were sitting in a very, very sullen mood. Not at all speaking. Sitting in a sad mood there. Suddenly, Bayaji's eldest son came out with 3 or 4 baskets. A spade means to remove the earth, means the mud once they start digging it. That is what is called spade. A pickaxe, pickaxe on one side it will be sharp to dig, another side it will be a little flat like this, little wide. That is what is called a pickaxe. He got to outline that particular thing. He brought a pickaxe, 4 baskets, a spade to remove the earth, and a hoe. Hoe is a garden tool with a handle and a blade. A handle and a blade. You can see that a hoe. It's almost like a sickle. These are the things that he brought out when all the other people were sitting quietly in a sullen mood, in a sad mood. He outlined a square with a pickaxe. In a corner he outlined, means he made a marking with his pickaxe, a square. And he began to dig there. Where he marked, he started digging. The eldest son was digging, the second was gathering the earth with his spade, and the others were lifting it away in baskets. The eldest son was digging, the second one was gathering the earth with his spade and filling the baskets, and the other sons were taking the baskets of mud away from there. The guests asked in amazement, and the guests were now really surprised. What is this? What are they doing here? Children, you are in mourning. My dear children, you are in mourning now. You are mourning the death of your father. What is this you are doing? Our father's soul cannot rest in peace unless we do this. His eldest son, Bayaji's eldest son answered. All of you, please listen to me. Our father's soul cannot rest in peace. My father will never have peace. His soul will never have peace unless we do this. What is that you are doing? Again, they were not able to understand. But what is it that you are doing? Okay, we understand. What is that you are doing? We are starting on a house. Not one with a concealed first floor, but a regular two-storied house, replied the eldest son of Bayaji. And see, the eldest son of Bayaji decided at whatever cost, what may come, he wanted to fulfill his father's last wish, that of building a storied house. And he told the guests like this, we are starting on a house, not one with a concealed first floor. Concealed means hidden. We are not going to build again a concealed storied house. It will be a regular two-storied house, replied the eldest son of Bayaji. And the 6 brothers resumed with determination the work of digging the foundation of a two-storied house. And the remaining 6 brothers, of course, all the 6 brothers they continued with determination, the strong will, the work of digging the foundation of a two-storied house. With that, we come to the end of the lesson, children. The exercises, comprehension, other things will be discussed in the remaining classes. Thank you. And